The Americans with Disabilities Act was passed in 1990 and it prohibits private employees, state and local governments, employment agencies, and labor unions from discriminating against qualified individuals with disabilities. Americans with Disabilities Act is important because it gives everyone an opportunity. About 1 in every 5 people have disabilities, causing this act to protect about 54 million Americans. By specifically prohibiting discrimination and allowing equal opportunity for both employment and public services, this act allows people with disabilities to become more active in the society. The Americans with Disabilities Act affects the political process because it demonstrates to Congress and people the need for comprehensive civil rights, protections to erase injustice in the political process, as well as establish equality in processes of employment and acceptance. It showed America that injustice harms the society individuals subjected to discrimination. The level of consciousness was raised, and the level of tolerance for discrimination was lowered, causing more to defend and provide equality to those who are disabled. Employers also get less power over the process of hiring their employees. We see examples of the Disability Act being implemented every day. For example, all city administration buildings must be accessible, which is why wheelchair ramps are so common. Another example would be bus drivers calling out bus stops for blind travelers. This act is still pretty new because it was passed in 1990, but some historical examples of this act taking place is the right for parent to recover attorney fees under the Education for Handicapped Children's Act, now called IDEA, which further advanced the reputation of the disabled community. Another historical example is the establishment of the Job Accommodation Network, JAN, that helps educate workers through free expert guidance on reasonable workplace accommodations. The constitutional question is, do people with disabilities have a better chance of obtaining a job although they have the same qualifications as someone who doesn't have a disability? The Disabilities Act was the first major case revisiting equality since the Back v. UC Davis court case, which deals with the violation of the Equal Protection Clause under the 14th Amendment. This court case connects to the Disabilities Act because they both have to do with equality and qualification, since the court case was about affirmative action. Also, on the basis of levels of scrutiny and discrimination under the Equal Protection Clause, this act falls under the rational basis scrutiny where the government only needs to show that discrimination against the disabled is related to serving a legitimate state interest.